The crack was 3 inches long when you first noticed it. A stone chip on the highway crad. You barely heard the impact.
By the end of the month, it was 7 inches and approaching the driver's sight line. The defroster was making it worse.
Every time the glass warmed unevenly, hot from the defroster element, cold from the outside air bud, the crack crept a fraction of an inch longer.
The dealer quoted $400 for windshield replacement. I understand. Let's see what we can do to make this right for you.
Can't repair a crack that long, the service writer said.
Insurance covers it with no deductible in your state now. It's easier to just replace it.
The optical resin that would have stopped the crack at 3 inches before it crossed the repairable threshold has been in United States Air Force. It costs $397. A cracked cockpit windshield at 30,000 feet cannot wait for a replacement. The USAF needed a field repair that restored optical clarity and structural integrity immediately. They found it. It's the same compound in the kit at the hardware store. The 7-inch crack crossed the legal repair threshold.
The replacement may be necessary now, but the 3-inch crack you have today, Crowder, or the chip that hasn't cracked yet, Corey, is a different story.
Dealer windshield replacement? $400 to $600, depending on vehicle. At dealer cost, OEM equivalent glass wholesale, $95 to $140. Urethane adhesive and primer, $18. Labor, 60 to 75 minutes, 22 to 24.
ADAS camera recalibration, if equipped, $0 to $400, depending on vehicle.
Average total cost to deliver, $135 to $582. Average charge, $400 to $600. Margin on the glass work alone, 185% to 346%.
But here is the insurance mechanism, Pere. And this is where the incentive structure gets genuinely interesting.
In 38 states, comprehensive auto insurance covers windshield replacement with zero deductible. No cost to you. The insurer pays the dealer directly.
The insurer negotiates a slightly reduced rate with the dealer network. The dealer still collects $300 to $500 on the claim.
Now here is the dealer's incentive calculation. A windshield repair, which addresses chips and cracks under 6 inches and costs.
The insurer doesn't pay. The dealer collects $50 to $80.
A replacement triggers the insurance claim. The insurer pays $300 to $500. The dealer collects on the insurance settlement.
The service writer who told you it's easier to just replace it was correct for the dealer.
FMVSS 205, the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard for glazing materials, specifies that cracks under 6.
The repair is legally equivalent to new glass. Replacement is not required. DIY kit, $3.97. One application. Permanent.
Here is the physics of why your windshield crack grows every time you run the defroster hive. And this is material science, not an old wives' tale.
Automotive windshields are laminated safety glass, 2 layers of tempered glass, typically 2.1 and a stone chip damages the outer glass layer first. The PVB interlayer remains intact, which is why the windshield doesn't fall in on you, but the chip creates a stress concentration point in the outer glass, a geometry where applied stress is amplified by the notch effect.
Thermal stress propagates the crack from this concentration point. Your defroster heats the interior glass surface to 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The exterior glass surface, in contact with cold air, remains at ambient temperature, sometimes 30 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit on a winter morning. The temperature differential across the glass thickness creates a thermal gradient. Glass expands with heat. The inner splits. At the existing crack tip, the stress concentration pulling, that tensile stress amplifies by a factor of 2 to 4. In warm weather, the same mechanism operates in reverse, solar heating of the outer glass surface against cool interior air conditioning. The repair resin 2-PMMA, polymethyl methacrylate POS, addresses the stress concentration directly. PMMA is an optical-grade acrylic polymer injected in monomer form into the crack void under controlled pressure. When the void is fully filled, UV light initiates photoradical polymerization. The monomer converts to a cross-linked. The cured PMMA has a refractive index of 1.49. Glass has a refractive index of 1.52.
The repair becomes optically invisible. Light passes through the filled crack at essentially the same path it would take through undamaged glass.
The crack is structurally eliminated as a stress concentration point. The thermal cycling no longer has a notch at which to amplify stress. The crack stops. Stop. The origin of this repair. In 1944, the United States Army Air Forces issued Technical Order 12117, Aircraft Transparency Repair. The transparency of an aircraft, the cockpit windshield, canopy, and observation windows gear was critical to operational readiness.
A cracked cockpit windshield at 30,000 feet was a structural integrity issue and a visibility emergency.
Replacement required grounding the aircraft and sourcing a replacement part. The USAF needed a field repair. Technical Order 12117 specified optical-grade acrylic monomer injection into the crack void.
The result? A repaired transparency that met optical clarity and structural specifications within 90 minutes. Aircraft returned to service.
The same PMMA polymer chemistry was adopted by automotive glass industry quality standards for windshield chip and crack repair in the 1970s.
Now here's where it gets genuinely important, Palm, because there is a step in the 1944 specification that most DIY kit instructions omit from the main procedure.
The vacuum pressure cycle.
When you inject resin into a crack void, you are not filling a smooth tube. You are filling an irregular fracture with multiple.
Air is trapped in these irregularities. If you inject resin once under pressure and cure immediately, the resin fills the accessible portions of the crack while air pockets remain.
The 1944 specification required 5 alternating cycles of vacuum and pressure before UV cure. Vacuum pulls air out of the crack irregularities.
Pressure drives fresh resin into the vacated space. 5 cycles ensures the resin has penetrated to the full depth and width of the crack geometry.
Most DIY windshield repair kits include an applicator capable of applying both vacuum and pressure. The instruction booklet describes the cycle car on page 4.
90% of DIY users inject once and cure. The repair fails within 2 years. DIY windshield repair doesn't work, they say, and book the replacement.
The 5-cycle protocol takes 8 additional minutes. That's the difference between a 2-year repair and a 20-year repair. The honest boundary.
PMMA resin repair works on chips up to 1 inch in diameter, cracks up to 6 inches in length that do not reach the edge of the glass.
It does not work on cracks longer than 6 inches, cracks that intersect the windshield edge.
Repairs in these specifications fully restore optical clarity and structural integrity. Assess before starting. Step 1, temperature and cleanliness. Work in shade at ambient temperature between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit.
Step 2. Position the applicator. Center the suction cup applicator directly over the chip or crack entry point.
Step 3. The 5 vacuum/pressure cycles. Pull vacuum by drawing the applicator piston back. Hold for 30 seconds. Release. Push pressure by pressing the piston forward. Repeat 5 times. You are cycling the trapped air out of the crack geometry. Step 4. Inject resin. With the applicator under slight pressure, inject the PMMA resin. Allow 30 seconds for it to wick in.
Step 5, final pressure cycle. Apply steady pressure on the piston for 2 minutes.
Step 6, UV cure. Place the curing strip over the area and expose to direct sunlight for 3 to 5 minutes.
Step 7. Surface finishing. Scrape excess cured resin with the includer razor blade.
Total cost, $3.97. The repair lasts the life of the vehicle.
The optical polymer repair specification has been in U.S. military technical orders since 1944.
Tonight, look at your windshield in low-angle sunlight. If any chip is under 1 inch tay, that's a $397 repair before it becomes a $400 replacement. Next video, your leather seats are cracking. The compound that returns them to factory suppleness has been in aviation literature since 1936.